Hi everybody, how are you? I am Sylvia from thesacredspiral.com. Welcome if you're new here and if you've never heard of what I do. I am an intuitive EFT and healing touch and sacred soul alignment practitioner. I'm also a health and wellness guide for a supplement line that I stand behind called Thrive. What we're doing with this video is this video has the energy, the cards I pulled for the energy of April 26th through May 3rd. Can you even believe it? Oh my gosh, I can't even believe May. Like, we've been locked up, I don't know since when, but but I'm just happy to remember the days I'm supposed to record these videos. However, so I pulled several cards from several decks. I'll show you real quick. We have the crystal deck from Lavish Earth, and it's called Crystal Affirmation Deck. We have the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. We have the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. I just love the art in her stuff. We have, this one's another beautiful artwork one. It's called The Secret Language of Light by Denise Jarvie, Transmissions from Your Soul. We have, what else? Oh, we have the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light, which has been around a little bit longer. So you guys may have seen that one. I have the book, I'll show you. I didn't grab the box, but I got the book right here. This one. Yeah. And I bumped my thing, so you're juggling all around. Don't mean to give you seasickness. And then Messages of the Light by Mario de Goey. And this one is really pretty. The cards are really big. So it's a challenge to shuffle for my little hands. Look at the size. But I managed to do it off the camera with some time and patience for myself. So, all right, so here we go. All right, so if you're new, I only ask that you wash your hands because we're actually touching the face and the body. And I don't want you to do this video if you're running an errand and you're trying to calm down. Now, does EFT work to calm down your emotions when you're spiraling in your mind out of control? Absolutely, but don't touch your face. You know, you can go right here, which is the collarbone, which hits the kidney meridian and the adrenals. Adrenals are kind of fatigued in a lot of people, right? Because they don't know what's happening with the world and there's a lot of fear happening. And so this helps you with worry or indecision, feeling stuck, or just general stress. You can go here if your hands aren't clean. You can stay here the whole time if you don't want to touch your face and you just want to tap along. So what, if you've never heard of EFT, let me back up and explain. EFT has been around for about 30 years. It stands for Emotional Freedom Technique. It's been scientifically proven with several case studies to flip our negative hormones like stress and fear and indecision and worry into happy, which leads to adrenaline and cortisol. You may have heard of those negative hormones. Cortisol causes belly fat and disease, and adrenaline, a lot of people know when you're in a fight, flight, or freeze mode, your adrenaline kicks in, and a lot of times your body just reacts, and that's not necessarily the best state to be in, because your body goes into overdrive, almost like shock, right? So you don't want to do that too much. Back in the day when we were fending for our lives as cavemen and we had to run from a saber-toothed tiger or we would be eaten, that was when your adrenaline kicked in and maybe you had extra speed to try and outrun a tiger. However, now just general stress like watching the news or getting in a fight with somebody on social media can cause adrenaline or cortisol, which is known to lower your immune system. So this actually increases your immune system by 60%. And with just as little as 6 minutes, you actually shift adrenaline and cortisol out of your body and allow for the positive. So you take out the negative hormones and you allow the positive hormones, which I call happy hormones, like dopamine and serotonin, right? So serotonin makes you relaxed and happy and floaty, right? Because people take serotonin before they go to bed. So you release the negative hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, and that goes out of your body, and then instead you bring in dopamine and serotonin, which are actually natural in the body, and they're 27 times more powerful than morphine. And so this has been a scientific studied modality that has used the acupuncture points they're 5,000 years old, right? Since ancient Chinese medicine, right? But this is actually tapping. Now, if you have a headache, it will shift headaches. It'll help you improve your mood, obviously, because we talked about stress. It helps you with anxiety. It helps you with overthinking. It helps you with stress. It helps you with fogginess. It helps you with rage or anger or life transitions. It helps you with sadness or trauma or relentlessness or impatience. It helps you with moving forward and with clarity and confidence. It also helps you feel relaxed and peaceful, and it gives you emotional healing or an overall like saged feeling where all is well. So that's what EFT can do, and all you need, it's been proven that all you needed is at least 6 minutes of tapping to shift yourself by more than 50%. But if you tap for longer, the better the benefits, right? And this is something I'm just going to teach you. You don't really need to know it. You don't need to get certified in it. I got certified a couple years ago in it, and I've been doing these tap-alongs since, I think, on video since like last year. So here we go. So real quick, I teach about crystals a lot. I'll usually do a crystal of the week for the energy of the week, unless two want to speak. But what I like to do is I like to close my eyes and then visualize any denseness within my body. Denseness shows in the form of tightness, like, you know, a knot in your back, a knot in your shoulders, weight on your shoulder blades, your lower back hurting, your knees hurting, you know, whatever, right? So close your eyes, roll your eyeballs inwards, kind of scan to see if you feel anything and where. Then you identify that spot, okay? And then you say, okay, from a scale from 0 to 10, 10 being the strongest, what is that number? Is it a 7? Is it an 8? Is it a 5? Is it a 6? And then after tapping, see if that spot is still irritated or just as upset. And also if it has shifted from that first number to a different number. Maybe it's gone down the ladder. Usually that's the case, and sometimes it jumps to a different part of the body. So if you have itchy nose, watery eyes, sneezing, coughing, any of that, that's all release and it's all good. What else am I going to say? Oh, and then what I do is, since energetically you may sense my energy, I may sense your energy, I ask that we create a portal of where to send the energy that no longer serves us. So if you're great at visualization, you can visualize a garbage can down on the floor where you're going to send all the energy with every exhale. With every exhale that I breathe during this tapping round, I'm sending down what no longer serves my body down there to be transmuted and transformed into purified light that will better serve the planet elsewhere. So I'm basically recycling it energetically. And so you can do the same, okay? So that it serves the planet in the form of love, in the form of light, in the form of warmth, or in the form of harmony or peace or joy, whatever you want to call that, after you've transformed it. That's up to you. But how you actually create an energetic bucket, I feel like there's a little cat hair on my nose. How you create an energetic bucket on the floor is actually, you can use a double terminated crystal. Doesn't have to be fancy. If you don't have one, or you don't have one this big, you can do something smaller, or you could even do your finger, as long as it has 2 points. And you go clockwise on the floor, and you draw a circle, and you actually say the intention out loud. So just like this, I choose to send down any energy that I exhale through this tapping session round video, to send down any energies or frequencies or attachments or anything that is not in my highest and best good. Attachments, implants, oath, vows, contracts, you name it. Anything that's not in my highest and greatest good, may it be exhaled out and sent down to this portal onto the energetic floor, right? To be transmuted and transformed into pure violet light that can be felt in the form of a love hug, and in service to the people that need it the most, the places that need it the most, in perfect time. and then I'm going to say, so be it. And you can even call in, what I like to do is I like to call in angels to tend to the portal. So I call in Archangel Sandalphon, who is below our Earth Star chakra, and I also call in Gaia because they know where the energy needs to go. Once we remove what no longer serves us in a dense form, we lighten our load, we put it down there, they work their magic, recycle it, and then they shoot it all over the planet where somebody will receive it in the form of love, in the color you state, in the way that you want it to feel for that person, place, or thing that you want it to be sent to. Okay, so it's like you're clearing yourself and you're setting it down there, and you're not just dropping your junk, you're actually telling them what to do with that junk so that it could be transformed, transmuted, and recycled into XYZ. Okay, so clockwise to open, counterclockwise to close. If you want to shift yourself in 6 minutes with 50%, by 50%, and that's all the time you have, you can fast forward to this part in the video and start tapping and go for 6 minutes, stop, but close your portal. Because if you're a visual learner, think about like me getting up out of this chair and then walking through the bag of garbage that I just threw over here. So close your portal, thank them for doing exactly what you intended with that energy. Okay, so I'm going to leave this up so I remember, and we're going to start with the first card, which is our crystal energy for the week, and it's called Scolecite. It's a very rough crystal. It looks like an opaque white with a brownish burnt orange color, and Scolecite has an ancient system in place to support and protect you as you move to the next level of growth. Think of Scolecite as laying a firm foundation, one that balances and aligns you with the effects that are long lasting. Scolecite can be used effectively with vetiver essential oil. I love vetiver. Vetiver is a grass that is sown wherever there is erosion in the soil in India because of its strong roots prevent soil loss. Use Scolecite in meditation or practice by laying it directly on your body. Scolecite is a prismatic crystal often found very fibrous, radiating masses, which is kind of what this looks like. It's like fibrous. It looks very fibrous, right? Really pokey. The key words for this crystal are alignment, nervous system, and foundation. So I actually have a couple of palm stones. I just recently got a couple of months ago. They're beautiful. They have beautiful energy to them. And you see all of the little shards, the fibrous shards in it, if I can get the angle just right. It looks like it has a brickish orange color. It almost looks like a flower, doesn't it? But this color reminds me of a organite or aragonite. I can't remember how to pronounce that one, but it's kind of a brickish red color with like spikes as well. But see how it's really fibrous? But you can imagine the size this had to be to start in order to get the polish, right? Because I think it seems like it would be a very fragile piece if you look at it, right? It's very much like maybe a selenite, where it breaks off. Okay, so let's tap the energy of Scolecite. I'll hold up this one real quick, and then I'll hold up, you can take a screenshot if you'd like. If you don't have one, I realize this is kind of a rare stone. Or you can take a screenshot of mine, and you'll get the energy and essence to work with it if you don't have one. Okay, all right, so let's tap it in. So take 2 fingers in full responsibility for your well-being, because we created a portal down on the ground, clockwise on the ground, setting the intention with every exhale that we do. Any energy that is pulled from our bodies, because we have lots of layers of bodies, right? Any energy that no longer serves our bodies is transmuted into pure, divine, I think lavender light that is felt in the form of love that could be sent throughout the planet in places seen and unseen that need it the most. So that portal is open, clockwise on the floor, double terminated wand, or your finger if you don't have one. Okay, then the Scolecite, 2 fingers in full responsibility for your well-being, starting here at the eyebrow point, which basically this point here helps with the bladder meridian, and it releases trauma, sadness, restlessness, and impatience and frustration and dread, which all we need, right? And it brings an inner peace and emotional healing. Okay, but every point that we're touching does something different. So you don't even have to worry about it. You're just gonna feel amazing when you're done. Okay, so we're bringing in the energy and essence of scolecite. Scolecite has the ancient system in place to support and protect us as we move to the next level in growth. We're using scolecite as we lay a firm foundation. One that balances and aligns with the effects that are long-lasting. We can even align scolecite with vetiver essential oil, because vetiver also strengthens foundations of the soil. So we're calling in the essence and energy that scolecite provides, like alignment, a strengthened nervous system, and foundation, a strong foundation. Okay, so keep on tapping here as I go to the next card. We're going to go to the next card, which is going to come from the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light. Keep tapping as I find the card and the page. So Gaia came out, which I found was really interesting. She was at the bottom of the deck and we just passed Earth Day. So perfect as that. We're going to go to the underarm point, which is about 4 inches below the armpit, middle of the bra if you're wearing one. And it says Gaia, Earth Connection. Come back to the earth and stay grounded. Gaia is the keeper of the light that holds the planet in her hands and her heart. Her kiss is on every animal's forehead. She is the life that moves through plants and the sweetness that's within honey, the force that encourages bees to fly, and the top of the crown. She loves and protects all beings, and she asks us to love them too. What are some ways you can help them? And what are some ways that we can help the planet? Extended message on this card is you are blessed by Gaia today, because it shows that Earth itself, through the image of Gaia, is protecting your path. You're strong, focused, and loving individual. Stay grounded and don't allow your imagination, ego, or fears to run away with you. Ensure your choices are for the highest and best good. Gaia is also bringing her motherly love to you and encircling you in a cocoon of peace. If you've had any troubles with a mother in your life, or you're feeling disconnected and you're grieving your own mother, Gaia helps you revitalize that connection by bringing in healing where possible. If you're a mother worrying about all your duties, just know that Gaia is thanking you for your hard work and commitment. The earth is blessed to have you, as we are blessed to have her. And don't beat yourself up if you can't get outside, because Gaia is everywhere. She's the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, and the sun that comes in the window. If you are near a window, you can look out at the trees and connect with them. You can connect with the clouds going by. You know, if it's not warm enough for you to go outside and put your feet in the dirt, or go to a national park, because every state and every country has different rules right now. So don't beat yourself up, because you can connect to Gaia with every breath you take. Okay. Miriam is the other one that came out from this deck, and I have never gotten this card before. So it was really interesting, and it says, Sacred Vision, choose to forgive in order to heal, and see the light in all, and remember that love has no boundaries. And I find that's fascinating, because I think, like I said, a lot of people are using this time as healing, this time as inward. A lot of stuff is coming to the surface to be looked at, transmuted, healed, understood, and thanked for what it taught us in order to get where we're at right now. What was the lesson in everything to get you to today? And not all those lessons were fun. Nobody has a perfect life. no matter what they're showing you. Nobody has a perfect life. So everybody is having this time to slow down, and instead of pushing aside emotions, because they weren't physically taking care of their bodies. Could you imagine, emotional bodies or mental bodies, what that looked like? So now people are forced to slow down and actually take care of those, right? And remove all that stuff, like we're doing right now. Okay, so I don't remember where we stopped, so we'll just start right here. All right, choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all, and remember, love has no boundaries. The Miriam, which means the beloved, are twin flame angels that come as one. They are mirror images of each other. They are the angels who appeared to Mary Magdalene and the tomb of Jesus after his passing. These angels spoke directly to Mary and helped her move beyond her grief so that she was able to commune with Jesus once more. They can help us move forward from a cloud of grief, and they can heal any grievances of all kinds, including the ones that have been created by religion or an idea that God does not love or accept us because of a mistake we once made. Miriam is here to help us remember that we don't need to ask God for forgiveness because he never condemned us in the first place. Ooh, let me repeat that one. It felt strong. Miriam is here to help us to remember that we don't need God to ask God for forgiveness because he never condemned us in the first place. Top of the crown. There is a real opportunity for you to move beyond a grief or grievance at this time. Miriam is here, swirling their Holy Spirit all around you to regain your sense of union with Spirit. You are loved beyond words. Choose to see the light of God in everyone and everything, and to love without boundaries. Honor others, honor yourself with sacred vision. You are in a space of deep, deep healing and forgiveness. Choose to see the light in the world. Choosing to see the light in the world will help you grow even more. Okay? So it was Gaia and Miriam that came forward with that. I think I dropped Gaia on the floor, but I'll pick her up for the picture. I usually post the picture in the comments so you guys can get the energy from the cards closer. Okay, and then we're going to go to the eyebrow point again. This is the Starseed Oracle, and it says messenger. That's a pretty cool picture, huh? Looks like Mother Mary energy. Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. You are part of the lineage of souls that have dedicated lifetimes to upliftment of the planet, returning time and time again to seed the light. The crystalline ones, the ones who are here to plant the sacredness of life back in, to honor both sacred feminine and masculine, to usher deep reverence back in. Mary Ascended Masters are thought to be connected with the star system Sirius and often appear in shades of blue. They hold the frequency of pure love and are here to help divine masculine and feminine exist in harmony. To ensure greater balance, to help us see that we are all connected and that masculine and feminine energies exist within us all. You're being called to bring about this balance and harmony between the masculine and feminine, to be the guardian of harmony and balance on earth. Think of the whales traveling across the globe, sharing love through healing and their vibrational songs. Their unique notes send balance and harmony to every corner of the planet. Ooh, balance would be a good thing to send down the portals if you didn't want to use yours as love. A rebalancing of masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. Remember, you could tap every day. It'll help you day and night. It's like a natural practice that you could do, like meditation or prayer. It always shifts and opens your Sushumna column and your meridians. So you really don't have to think about it. We are opening it as we're tapping. A rebalancing of masculine and feminine is occurring worldwide. A resurgence of sacred within us all. Returning to the sacred union within and rekindling heaven on earth. You're beginning to bring harmony and balance by creating your own life, and the ripples will flow from there. You honor the balance of sacred masculine and feminine energies within yourself and others. How are you being called to bring harmony into your life or planet? And how are you being called to honor not only the sacred masculine and feminine within you? Okay, so those are some pondering questions. And we continue on to 2 more cards in the eyebrow point. Soul Family came through the Work Your Light deck. And so it says, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. It's time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you at soul level. People who are the same kind of weird as you. People who are your chosen family. They're coming and they're looking for you. If you haven't found the sign, this is a sign that they're very close by, but in order for them to find you and recognize you, it's important that you need to stop dimming your light and truly be yourself. If you have already found them, then you're being called to let them support you and perhaps assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of people such as therapists, coach, mentors, healers. Tune in and determine what kind of support team you need around you now. Call them in or ask your spirit team to send them to you if you haven't found them yet. And then we're going to go to the collarbone and the next card. Keep on tapping. Keep on breathing. Keep on tapping. Oh, actually, we have two more cards. Okay, so this one is Enlightenment number 43. And this is the Sacred Language of Light. I love these cards. They're so freaking pretty. Just like the Work Your Light and the Starseed deck. They're such pretty art. It is gorgeous. Flower of life, the earth in it. Big, bright burst of light behind it. So cool. Okay, and collarbone. It says enlightenment. Evolution is guaranteed. You're waking up from your old habits and pattern. At times, you may feel bewildered and not quite like yourself. Relax, all is well. You're keeping with your evolution and the life that you once desired. Your body and mind are adjusting and adapting to new levels and soul perspective. It is common for your mind and body to resist, react, or panic to unfamiliar and unknown. However, from a higher vantage point, you can change any story and split it into 2 and then heal the wounds. You're not trying to replace the negative memory with a positive one, but instead see all the components of this memory with a new conclusion and form. An unbalanced memory creates trauma every time it's talked about or remembered. Hold on, keep tapping. This event is blamed for the pain in your life today. A balanced memory has no charge or activation, and it becomes wisdom. You also may even come to a challenge see that a challenge that you once saw as a challenge was actually the best thing that ever happened to you. Once that you change, you can heal your opinion, and enlightenment will shine through as wisdom. Okay, so that one was pretty cool. And the final card, and we're going to go to the underarm, is the Mario de Guay card, and it's forgiveness. So that's a common message: enlightenment, forgiveness, releasing, shedding. So I think that's what a lot of people are using this time for, to heal and release and allow more light to come in. Under the arm, 3-4 inches below, middle of the bra, we're tapping there, and I'm going to read this card. Today, I bless each soul that I perceive to have hurt me, which also the Enlightenment card talked about, looking at the perspective of things that were charged, and then understanding it from a different perspective to realize that it was a lesson and it brought you to who you are today. And I release them to their own greater good. So that was today. I bless each soul that I have perceived to hurt me, and I release them to their own greater good. I can now see my past provides me with lessons, which I just said, lessons that help me live more fully to the presence. And I no longer struggle with what was said and done. I'm grateful for every experience that's brought me here. I forgive, I release, I allow, and I give gratitude for the wisdom it restored in me. I fill myself up with love that is not only pure, but free, unconditional, divine source love. Together we finish with our third eye, and we take a deep breath and send all of any excess that we didn't exhale throughout the session down to the portal. And we end here. So be it, and so it is. Take a deep breath. Sending it all down. Any remaining? If you want to do it again, take a deep breath. And sending any excess down. And if you feel like you didn't get it all, you could take a third one. But I'm going to close the portal. And that is, remember, counterclockwise on the floor. You can tell my eyes are much brighter, and it shifts you. And you might be able to feel your shoulders be more relaxed. You can actually close your eyes and see if your body feels any denseness anymore. And if you did measure from 0 to 10, if there was any density that you determined in your body, you can see if that shifted, if it moved. If you had any sneezing, watering eyes, itchy nose, those are all okay. Signs of release, let it go, let it go, let it go. And counterclockwise on the floor, closing that portal, we are thanking Archangel Sandalphon and Gaia, which I usually call in as portal keepers, and making sure that they take all of this energy that we send, everything we sent down with every exhale, everything that I sent down this portal, may it be transformed, transmuted into violet light that's felt as love. Maybe I'll throw in balance because I thought about balance. Felt as love, balance, and peace, and sent to places seen and unseen all throughout the world that needed the most. So I'm doing counterclockwise on the floor as I close the portal, and I'm giving gratitude to all the portal keepers. And then I like to just cover it up with dirt, smooth it over, and thank all my guides that helped with the drawing of the cards and created this sacred space. And I thank you for watching this video and tapping. And I hope that this helps you shift all of the emotions that are going on, and feel free to tap every single day as many times as you need to. If you're not a great meditator, this is one way to shift you. If you don't remember to meditate or pray, or other ways that you can ground yourself or remove any energy. So this is a great tool. Use it as much as you want and as often as you want. Until next time, bye. Have a good one. Take care.